You're listening to the Open Books Podcast.
Your next chapter starts now.
Is it love, 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 love that I'm feeling? Is it love, 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 love that I'm feeling? Is she the one?
What's up, y'all, and welcome back to the Open Books Podcast. I'm Amber.
And I'm Colby. Hello, everyone.
Colby, do you want to share what we're getting into today on the pod?
I would be honored. So today we are talking about our TBR list, and we're going to do a little book this or that game, and we're coming to you live from after school. So
Yes.
we've had a day, but we're here.
We are here.
and we're ready to talk.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Me too. I'm excited to talk about books again.
We absolutely need
Yeah, a book
a
talk,
little book talk,
a book chat, if you will,
jinx. I was about to say a book chat.
a book chat, if you will.
Chat.
Okay, so also, I wanted to tell everybody, so sorry about our audio and the Menzies. We were traumatized.
Tragedy. It was tragic.
So we did the whole episode. We were so proud of it. We're like, that was amazing. And
We just killed that. That was our best work of art ever.
and then the audio was like, never mind.
We were quickly humbled
Yeah, we really were. So
with the product.
yeah, you could still hear it, but our mics weren't plugged in. So,
But you know what? To be fair,
to be fair,
mic or not, that was a solid episode.
it was a solid episode. I loved it. Thank
It
you
was
so
so
much to the
fun.
men.
Yeah, the men really,
They came through.
they served.
I loved that they served.
They were serving icks.
I loved that episode, but now we're here for our little exclusive after-school episode. I'm very excited to be here and unwinding with you.
Me too.
Shooting the shiz.
Shooting the shiz
So-
with my girl.
Quick recap, good news?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, you can go first.
Okay, so I just got back from Orange Beach.
Amazing.
Oh, it was absolutely incredible, and it was the perfect balance of relaxation and like bachelorette trip. Like we all know what that's like,
Yes.
which is so fun.
Mm-hmm.
But we were celebrating my girl Emily.
Mm-hmm.
Emily, this is your shout out.
Shout out, Emily.
Shout out to Emily. She's a fellow reader, and she just, is an
That's-
incredible human.
One of her book suggestions is on my TBR list.
Oh my goodness. Emily's one of those people that you just meet and
Mhm.
immediately connect with because they're just so genuine. That's
Ooh,
Emily. We go
that's
way
amazing.
back, pre-K. She's awesome. And
Childhood
she's
friend.
childhood friend. She's getting married, and honestly, I met so many incredible people on her trip
Mm-hmm.
that I've never met.
Really?
Yes.
That is so exciting. I love when that happens.
Yeah. So, and it was nice. It felt like we were back in high school.
I love that feeling.
Yeah.
Being with like old high school friends and like just returning to that like teenage mindset and just like having so much fun with the girls.
Right. It was so carefree. and, like,
Carefree. That's the word I was looking for.
the like true belly laughs,
Mhm.
like abs are hurting from laughing so hard all weekend. Oh, it
That
was
is
just
so
great.
fun. I feel like you needed that.
For sure.
You really needed that.
For
I'm very
sure.
happy that you got that.
Thank you. What about you? What's been up?
Nothing really, nothing new. Oh, this is what I wanted to say. My mom's calling me. Sorry, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Sorry, Mom. We do our after school talk every single day. Our after school recap.
Oh my goodness, I do the same with my mom.
I knew you did. I knew
Yes,
you would.
Absolutely.
So, okay, I'm doing well. I'm having a great week. And this is what I wanted to say. And I know you understand because we talk about this off air all the time, but like how much our cycles as women affect our moods. Because I'm on the first week of my cycle. I'm literally in the best mood. I love everyone. I'm so lovey-dovey.
It's the best feeling.
It's the best feeling. I'm like, don't have any acne right now.
You're glowing and
I'm
on top of the world.
Yes, and it's just like I know that next week it'll be a whole different mood, and it's like I'm learning more about our cycles.
Mhm.
That like a lot of where you are in it dictates your mood, and like if you're able to like step back, zoom out, if you will,
If you will.
if you will.
I love
and-
a zoom out.
Me too. And recognize where you are in your cycle. You can kind of be like, okay, well, this is why I'm feeling this way.
And like plan your
Mhm.
life around it.
Exactly. So I'm in like the good week right now.
It's the
Last
best.
week I was in the bad week where just like everything just like looked bad on me. It was just like ill. And
So
now
are
I'm in my
you-
good week.
So this is the luteal phase?
I think so.
I also have seen
Yes.
where, I think it was on TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
your cycle as
Mhm.
like the seasons.
Yes.
So like you're in like your spring. part of your cycle.
100%. I think I've seen that same exact TikTok, and that's you might have sent it to me. That's
Probably
what
so.
made me like more interested in learning about it, and that's why I'm in a good mood today.
Everyone should
Look into that.
definitely learn about your body.
Yes, I feel like motivated, ready for a good week, and I know that.
Oh, I love that.
Me too. But like I know it's gonna change, and that's okay.
That is okay.
I won't always feel like this.
That's life.
Okay. Do you have good news to share?
100%. Good
Let's hear it.
news. We have a 3-day weekend coming up.
Oh my god, I forgot. That is such good
3-day
news.
weekend, baby.
Wait, that kind of goes with my good news because it's the fact that I have no plans this weekend. So that just made my good news 10 times better because I have an extra day.
I just got chills for you.
Thank you.
A weekend
so much.
with nothing to do
Yes.
is a dream.
It's such a dream. I'm so excited for it. I'm in the mood to do nothing.
Oh,
like-
you're going to have a rot weekend.
A rot. I'm going to lay on the sofa.
ROT, she's going to rot. And she deserves
100%.
it.
I'm going to rot, and the kids are going to play around me, and I'm just going to let them do what they want because I want to rot. I also want to read Haunting Adeline.
Girl.
Y'all, I know, we're so aggravating. Like, y'all said the last 3 episodes.
Yeah, like, hi, you gave us this book to read with you in July.
So sorry.
Sis, it's about to be September. But that episode is going to, seriously,
It's going to be
not
so
seriously, it's going to be so good.
good. Mm-hmm. There's so much to talk about with this book.
I'm like fighting the demons inside of
Me
me right now
too.
not to just like spew everything I want to
too.
say about that book.
Me too, and I'm 75% in, so I have so many
you are
thoughts.
shitting on me right now.
100%. It's okay. Don't be
I
ashamed.
can't say it. Is this a safe place?
This is
Zero
such a-
judgment.
Such a safe place.
40%.
Okay, that's not as bad as I thought you were gonna say. I thought
Like
you were gonna say
10?
like 10. Yeah.
No, 40%.
This is such a safe place because I have an intrusive thought to share that I would only share in a safe place.
What?
Okay.
Tell me you want to throw something at my face.
No, never.
I'm sorry. the amount of people. Okay. In the
Let's
past
hear
like
it.
month,
Mm-hmm. People
a
want to
few
throw things
people
at you.
were like, intrusive thought, I want to throw this at you.
What?
What did I do?
You just have a throwable face? Like,
Oh.
what?
But I don't want to have that. That's like when you see someone, you're like, ooh, they're punchable.
Amber.
That's not okay, and I don't condone that at all. But
no. We don't condone violence here at the Open Books.
absolutely not. But
Wait, I'm sorry.
It's like
That's the
for-
craziest thing I've ever heard.
it'd be your own friends.
It'd be your own friend.
It's like I pick up this
Highlighter.
bright yellow highlighter, and I'm like, Colby,
Can I just
I'm
have to
fighting
throw it.
every urge to throw this at you.
Okay, well,
Which,
I'm
fair.
I'm here to tell you I don't have the urge to throw anything at your face. I think your face is
Thank you.
gorgeous and must be protected at all costs.
I love y'all, and y'all know who you are.
We still love y'all.
I still love you, even though you want to throw things at me.
It's fine.
What's your
back to-
intrusive thought? What's your intrusive thought? I totally did not
It's
mean
okay.
to.
It's okay. So here's my intrusive thought. And it's okay if you're like, Colby, that's literally psychotic. Like, I know that this is not a normal intrusive thought, but I've been having it lately.
Oh my gosh.
And I've been-
Lately?
And I'm gonna expose Allie, our friend here, because she shares the same intrusive thought and we sometimes text about it. Allie, I love you. I know she wouldn't care. So it's about hurricanes. And
Colby.
here's the thing. Okay. Because we live in New Orleans, y'all. So like we're constantly affected by hurricanes. We're always like looking out for hurricanes. We're on hurricane watch. You know, anytime during hurricane season, it could happen. Like, and I know this is a sensitive topic. Hurricane Katrina, hello. We're literally victims. We survived it. Like, it's terrible.
Can you tell it was traumatic?
We're laughing.
literally lost everything.
We literally lost everything. Houses were underwater. Like, everyone had to move. Family relocated. Like, I know. They're terrible. And I don't wish that upon anyone.
Ever.
But I could be okay with, like, a little, like, tropical depression.
Get her out of here.
Here's why. One, it's so hot outside. Like, if we had a small storm, it would cool things down. I can't with how hot it is, okay? It's so hot. I don't want a hurricane to ruin anything, okay? I'm
Right.
just be okay with, like, a storm.
She just wants a thunderstorm.
I just want a little thunderstorm that maybe cuts the lights out for a little while.
Oh, she getting serious?
Maybe I'm forced to read my Kindle because I
That
can't
sounds good.
watch TV. I have the nice, relaxing back soundtrack of like the nice thunderstorms, and that's as far as I'll go. I don't want
Yeah,
anything
right.
crazy. I'm not even talking
I-
category 1. No,
Fair.
Fair.
No, like, My trash can isn't blowing down
No,
the
no.
street.
But just enough that it's like we have to stay inside for a little while, you know?
Okay.
We have to stay
All
inside for
right.
maybe a day.
And look, I love a storm. I like
Me
the
too.
rain a lot.
but you're
yeah.
saying no to hurricanes altogether.
Absolutely.
I'm saying yes to tropical depressions that bring a small little, chance of staying home for the day. Because
my laugh just.
I think we're delirious.
I think
from
I just
a long
was.
day.
I also just was not expecting.
I knew you weren't. And that's why I had to hit you
Expecting
with
that.
it. But that's what
Fair.
intrusive thoughts are. They're
They
intrusive.
are.
I didn't ask for this. It came into my brain.
That's exactly what they are.
So
Fair.
Judgment-free
But that
zone.
does judgment free. Judgment free.
Just a little small one.
A little
Little
small
one.
one. Having time to read though.
I know.
Carved out time to read does sound fabulous.
Yeah, and we really need that. Because back to the Haunting Adeline thing, like we're gonna finish.
Circling back,
So,
if you
do a
will.
little wraparound to,
Do a wraparound.
to Haunting Adeline. We will finish it.
We
And
will.
and it's gonna be a great episode because we have a lot to say. All right,
Yes.
well, that was my intrusive thought of the week because I've been thinking it.
Fair.
There.
So did you enjoy the rain yesterday?
Yes.
It
but
just
like
wasn't
for me
enough.
it wasn't exactly.
It just wasn't enough.
It was not enough. But it was enough that like Matt was able to take Leo on a walk. Like we need that.
I love that.
I know because it's so hot. Like the poor kid can't even go in his stroller because it's like cruel to do to him.
I know.
He's like sweating. He's
Oh, and it's horrible to think of a 1-year-old sweating.
exactly.
No.
That's torture. I would never do that to him.
You should never sweat.
You're too perfect to even break a tiny droplet.
Is that a sweat droplet on your forehead?
Anytime he sweats,
No.
I'm like right there, hurrying up and
Patting
wiping
him.
getting him ice packs. So, but like the storm brought a little coolness.
It
So
did.
I'm saying like I wouldn't be mad. Okay, a little coolness.
Maybe I'm convinced.
Okay. TBR.
Let's do it.
Okay. So first we have to finish Haunting Adeline.
Must.
And then we'll get to our TBR list.
Maybe.
But we thought that a TBR episode would be fun because, well, we always love hearing books that people want to read. Why do they want to read them? And be influenced to read these books. So that's what we're here to do for you guys.
Exactly.
You want to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
So first on my TBR is Unspeakable Things by Jess Laurie.
Okay. Never heard of that.
It is about Cassie McDowell's life in 1980s Minnesota. It seems perfectly wholesome. She lives on a farm, loves school, and has a crush on the nicest boy in class. Yes, there are her parents' strange parties and their parade of deviant guests, but she's grown accustomed to them. All of that changes when someone comes hunting in Lilydale. One by one, local boys go missing. One by one, they return changed, violent, moody, and withdrawn. What happened to them becomes the stuff of shocking rumors. The accusations of who's responsible grows just as wild, and a dangerous town secret starts to surface.
That sounds so interesting.
Doesn't it sound
You
so
had me
good?
at yes, you had me at like her parents' secret parties.
Parties.
What?
And deviant guests.
Sounds very scandalous.
It does.
That is going to be on my TBR. TBR, by the way, means to be read. I literally didn't know that
I
for the
know.
longest time. I was like, what is that? Wow, love that. Okay. Mine is The Coworker by Frida McFadden.
Ooh,
Yes.
we love Frida.
We love a Frida book. That's another reason why I want to read it because I'm in the market for a fast-paced thriller, and I've seen this one around a lot.
Craving something fast-paced.
Yes, literally. So this is what The Coworker says. It's about two women, an office filled with secrets, one terrible crime that can't be taken back. At least everyone thinks so at Vicks, the nutritional supplement company where Dawn works as an accountant. She never says the right thing. She has no friends, and she's always at her desk precisely at 8:45 a.m. So when Dawn doesn't show up to the office one morning, her coworker, Natalie Farrell, beautiful, popular, top sales rep, 5 years running, is surprised. Then she receives an unsettling anonymous phone call that changes everything. It turns out Dawn wasn't just an awkward outsider. She was being targeted by someone close, and now Natalie is irrevocably tied to Dawn as she finds herself caught in a twisted game of cat and mouse that leaves her wondering who's the real victim.
That sounds so good.
So good, and knowing Frida, like, it's going to be one that you just need to know what happens.
Yes. Okay, I think I'm going to add that to my list too.
Yes, let's do it.
That's The Coworker.
Mm-hmm. The Coworker. I
I'm
think
at
our
it.
friend Haley sent us this one a while ago, too.
Oh, she did. Is that the one with the
Yes.
This like high heel on the cover.
That's the
I
one.
saw that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Haley sent it to us, it like wasn't released
It wasn't
yet.
released.
And now it is. So
Okay.
that sounds like a good one.
That does. Okay, next on my list is one that I've previously mentioned, but
Mhm.
as we know, life happens and
Yeah.
you just don't read them right away.
Right.
The Midnight Library
Oh yeah.
by Matt Haig is still on my list. So I won't read this entire
Mhm.
excerpt, but between life and death, there's a library, and within that library, the shelves go on forever. Every book provides a chance to try another life you could have lived, to see how things would be if you had made other choices. Would you have done anything different if you had the chance to undo your regrets? A novel all about the choices that go into a life well lived. Somewhere out beyond the edge of the universe, there is a library that contains an infinite number of books, each one the story of another reality.
That just gives me chills. I don't know. Something about the premise of that book is like really getting to me.
I think because it's something that we always think about, we just
Yes.
never put a label on the thought.
Like it's giving butterfly effect almost. Like
Oh, yeah.
like if you made one decision differently, like where would your life be? That's really interesting. We really need to read that one.
We do need to read that because I do think the
Mhm.
discussion would be so rich.
Me too.
And-
I
and-
think that should be one that would
And
be for
any
sure.
book that can just keep you thinking about it for weeks after or days after,
Yes.
the author has done their job.
Yep. Yeah. Perfectly said. And I've definitely seen really great things about that book. So we need to get on that.
We do.
Okay, my next one is The Push. I've seen this one around a lot on Book Talk. I
Yes.
heard Dana recommend this from the Redheads Book Club, and I just think she has really good recommendations. So this is what it says.
She's very literary, so I think
Exactly.
Mhm.
And I've seen this one around a lot, and I think it sounds really interesting. So it says The Push by Ashley Audrain. An alternative, oh wait, sorry. Okay. A tense, page-turning psychological drama about the making and breaking up of family and a woman whose experience of motherhood is nothing at all what she hoped for and everything that she feared. Blythe Connor is determined that she will be a warm, comforting mother to her new baby Violet that she herself never had. But in the thick of motherhood's exhausting early days, Blythe becomes convinced that something is wrong with her daughter. She doesn't behave like most children do. Or is that all in Blythe's head? Her husband, Fox, says she's imagining things. The more Fox dismisses her fears, the more Blythe begins to question her own sanity, and the more we begin to question what Blythe is telling us about her life as well. Then their son Sam is born, and with him, Blythe has the blissful connection she'd always imagined with her child. Even Violet seems to love her little brother. But when life as they know it is changed, in an instant, the devastating fallout forces Blythe to face the truth. The Push is a force that you will read in one sitting, an utterly immersive novel that will challenge everything you think you know about motherhood and what we owe our children and what it feels like when women are not believed.
that's so good.
Intense, too.
Yeah.
That one really intrigues me.
I want to read that now.
I know. Me too. Like, instantly, when I read that, I'm like, that sounds so interesting. And it sounds like it's going to go one way. And then by the end of it, it sounds like you have, like, who knows what your takeaway will be.
The Push.
Yes.
I need to know more about it.
I know. That sounds so
It
good.
does.
Ugh, TBR makes me like, I need to go home and read literally right now.
I know. It makes me want to read everything.
Yes. Lights just turned off in here. I'm like,
Sorry.
hello,
They're
ghost?
motion.
It's
They're
okay. We
mo-
don't need them.
Well, they're supposed to be motion activated.
If y'all could see Amber, she's literally waving her hand,
I guess
flapping the bird wings.
I guess it's just not happening.
That's okay. Oh, there it is. Let there be light.
Let there be light. Okay, so if you know me, you know that I stand for The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
Yes. I think of you when I see that book.
I'm obsessed with that book.
Mm-hmm.
So this might be one that I've also previously mentioned, but did you hear about Kitty Carr
Oh, yeah. Okay.
by Crystal Smith Paul?
Mm-hmm.
Simply because it puts me in the same frame of mind as The Seven Husbands.
Mm-hmm.
So a multi-generational saga that goes through the glamour of old Hollywood and the seductive draw of modern-day showbiz. I'm obsessed with old Hollywood.
Yeah. Are
Obsessed.
you really?
I love that old Hollywood.
The hold up. Rich vibes.
Yeah, like old money.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, old money. Yeah.
When Kitty Carr Tate, a white icon of the silver screen, dies and leaves her multi-million-dollar estate to the St. John sisters, 3 young, wealthy black women, it prompts questions. Lots of questions. A celebrity in her own right, Elise St. John would rather focus on sorting out Kitty's affair than deal with the press. But what she discovers in one of Kitty's journals rocks her world harder than any other brewing scandal could. And between a cheating fiancé and the fallout from a controversial social media post, there are plenty. The truth behind Kitty's ascent to stardom from her beginnings in the segregated South threatens to expose a web of unexpected family ties, debts owed, and the debatable crimes that could, with one pull, unravel the all-American fabric of St. John's sisters and those closest to them.
That sounds so good. It's definitely giving Evelyn Hugo vibes.
It is, right?
Yes.
So,
It literally sounds like a modern day, like Evelyn Hugo.
yes.
That sounds so good.
yeah, because it ties in
With like
the whole
social
like
media.
social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that part of Evelyn Hugo? Or was it set further back? I can't really
so,
remember.
It was kind of it did have present day
Oh, okay.
because Monique was the journalist
Mhm.
that Evelyn Hugo wanted her to do her biography or
Got
autobiography.
it. Okay. So it did have present day in it.
It did,
But
and it went back and forth.
Got it. Okay. That sounds really, really good.
So as Evelyn told her stories, it was like the flashback, like you were in
Into the
moment.
past.
Yep.
That sounds
So
really good too. Like, how am I going to pick which one I want to read
I
next?
know.
Okay, my next one is None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. Again, can't go wrong.
Lisa.
Can't go wrong with Elisa. She's kind of like a Frida.
Yeah.
You know it's going to be like a good page turner. At least all the ones that I've read by her so far have been. This one sounded really interesting to me because it's about a podcast.
Ooh.
I know. So I was like, okay, a little inner working of a podcast. So it says Lisa Jewell returns with a new psychological thriller about a woman who finds herself the subject of her own popular true crime podcast. Celebrating her 45th birthday at a local pub, popular podcast Alex Summers crosses paths with an unassuming woman called Josie Fair. Josie, it turns out, is also celebrating her 45th birthday. They are, in fact, birthday twins. A few days later, Alex and Josie bump into each other again, this time outside Alex's children's school. Josie has been listening to Alex's podcast and thinks she might be an interesting subject of her series. She is, she tells Alex, on the cusp of great changes in her life. Josie's life appears to be strange and complicated, and although Alex finds her unsettling, she can't quite resist the temptation to keep making the podcast. Slowly, she starts to realize that Josie has been hiding some very dark secrets, and before she knows it, Josie has inveigled her way into Alex's life and into her home. But as quickly as she arrived, Josie disappears. Only then does Alex discover that Josie herself has a terrible and terrifying legacy in her wake, and that Alex has become the subject of her own true crime podcast. With her life and her family's lives under mortal threat, who is Josie Fair and what has she done? So going on.
I want to read that too.
I know.
Wow,
Sounds so
that
good.
sounds so good.
I also love Lisa Jewell's books because they're set like in London or wherever they are, like in the
yeah,
UK.
like in the UK.
Yeah, and I like seeing the lingo of how they talk.
I know it's a good banter.
It's a good banter. So that's another one.
What's
that
the
I
name of
really
that
wanna
one?
Read. The last one that we read.
No, what's the one that you just said?
None of this is true.
None of this is true.
Interesting. I love anything podcasting. Obviously, need to read.
Obviously.
Obviously, clearly.
I wish I was a person that could read multiple books
Me too.
at the same time, but it just isn't gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. My sister-in-law Victoria does, and I don't get it. Like I don't understand. That's how her brain
She
works.
needs to teach me her ways.
Yeah. We need to have her on here one day to
We
teach us her
do.
ways. She reads so many books a month. She also,
I want to get to that point.
I know, she really prioritizes it. So
and that's important.
yeah, prioritize the things that you love to do.
You took the words out of my mouth.
We're in sync.
We are in sync. Okay, next book. I think you read this one, The Perfect Child
I didn't. It's
by
by
Lucinda Barry.
Okay, I have literally my next one on here is by her. So let's talk about
Okay,
both
perfect.
of them.
Okay, so The Perfect Child.
Mhm.
This is a Washington Post and Amazon charts bestseller, a page-turning debut of suspense about a young couple desperate to have a child of their own and the unsettling consequences of getting what they've always wanted. Christopher and Hannah are a happily married surgeon and nurse with a picture-perfect life. All that's missing is a child. When Janie, an abandoned 6-year-old, turns up at their hospital, Christopher forms an instant connection with her, and he convinces Hannah that they should take her home as their own. But Janie is no ordinary child, and her damaged psyche proves to be more than her new parents were expecting. Janie is fiercely devoted to Christopher, but she acts out in increasingly disturbing ways, directing her rage at Hannah. Unable to bond with Janie, Hannah is drowning under the pressure, and Christopher refuses to see Janie's true nature. Hannah knows that Janie is manipulating Christopher and isolating him from her. Despite Hannah's attempts to bring them all together, but As Janie's behavior threatens to tear Christopher and Hannah apart, the truth behind Janie's past may be enough to push them all over the edge.
Ugh. I literally want to read all of these right now. That sounds so good.
Right?
I've seen The Perfect Child. Is it the cover with the balloon? It's like a balloon
Yes.
or something. I've seen it everywhere. And I've seen Lucinda Berry's name a lot, which is why I put one of her books on
Okay.
here too. Because I think she gives like Lisa Jewell, like very,
She
like-
definitely gives that vibe.
very like page turny.
Mhm.
That sounded so good.
And that's our vibe.
It's our vibe.
So maybe we need to like
Stick to what we know.
stick to what we know.
Stick to the status quo. Do you know that reference? High School Musical?
Oh my gosh, I want to burst out into a dance.
Like on the we need to go in the cafeteria and just
Take over. Flash mob.
flash mob. That's the
Flash
word I was
mob
looking
style.
for.
That's what we need.
That's what we need right now.
Okay.
Wait, anyway, Lucinda Berry.
Yes.
That's what she's giving, like Lisa Jewell. So the next one I have from her is called Appetite for Innocence. So this says, be careful what you post online. Your next check-in might lead him right to you. A serial rapist is kidnapping teenage girls, but he's not interested in just any teenage girls, only virgins. He hunts them by following their status updates and check-ins on social media. Once he's that makes me not want to check in anywhere.
Yeah. I was just
Sometimes I
thinking the
do
same
that.
thing. I do too.
Once he's captured them, they're locked away in the soundproof basement until they're groomed and ready. He throws them away like pieces of trash after he's stolen their innocence. Nobody escapes alive until Ella. Ella risks it all to escape, setting herself and the other girls free. But only Sarah, the girl who's been captive the longest, gets out with her. The girls are hospitalized and surrounded by FBI agents who will stop at nothing to find the man responsible. Ella and Sarah are the key to their investigation, but Sarah's hiding something, and it isn't long before Ella discovers her nightmare is far from over. Fans of The Butterfly Garden and The Girl Before will devour Appetite for Innocence. Warning, contains sexual violence, which may be triggering for some readers. So that one definitely sounds like triggering, but
For sure. Like I got chills.
me too. But very interesting. And if you can handle those type of dark topics like we can, I think that sounds really good.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be a.
hmm
I feel like all the ones we've been saying are gonna be serious page turners.
Yeah, I know. I'm like so motivated now.
As far as the thrillers go,
Mhm.
me too. I want to go finish Haunting Adeline so I can start reading other books.
Same. Literally. We need to do that.
Literally. I have so much to say about that damn book.
I know. I can't
Okay.
wait. How many more do we have? 2 each?
2.
I think so,
Okay.
yeah.
So next on my list is The Writing Retreat.
Oh, yes.
If you haven't noticed, I have the same books that have been on my TBR list with a few new ones.
Yeah,
but
yeah. TBR list, that's what they're for. They're to be read.
To be read. They're still there.
They're still there for when you can get to them.
Exactly. A book deal to die for.
To die for.
I'm going to die for. A book deal to die for. 5 attendees are selected for a month-long writing retreat at the remote estate of Rosavallo, the controversial high priestess of feminine horror.
Ooh.
Alex,
Feminine horror.
Yeah.
Wow, what a concept.
Alex, a struggling writer, is thrilled. Upon arrival, they discover they must complete an entire novel from scratch, and the best one will receive a 7-figure publishing deal. Alex's long extinguished dream now seems within reach. But then the women begin to die,
Ooh.
right?
It's like, then they die. That
That's
made me
literally
laugh.
how it went. But then the women begin to die. Who wrote this? Trapped and terrified, yet still desperately writing.
They're dying. They're like
Wait, y'all.
bleeding out, and they got the pen to paper.
Wait. Reading this out loud, it sounds so silly. But like sounds so
But now I
good at
need
the
to know
same
what
time.
happened, though. I need to know.
Okay, so women are dying, but they're still desperately writing. It is clear there is more than a publishing deal at stake at Blackbriar Estate. Alex must confront her own demons and finish her novel to save herself. This unhinged, claustrophobic, closed-door thriller will pull you in and spit you out.
Wow. No.
Who
that
wrote this?
sounds so crazy. I need to know what is
No,
going on in this
I
book.
think it's fairly short.
Oh, I love. We need to read that one.
I think.
I need to know how they're dying and still writing. Like, what way?
But like, are we writing next to each other and then
Right.
just
It's
killed
just-
off? I'm gonna keep going.
Mom, I love you. Terrible. That sounds. I need to read that.
Maybe for 7 figures.
Yeah. Need to know.
Need to know.
That sounds good. Okay, that made me laugh. Okay, the next one that I have is Sometimes I Lie by Alice Feeney. Do you have that one too?
No.
Oh, but we have
Wait.
talked about this book.
Weird. Okay, keep going.
Okay. So we've talked about this one.
Yes.
I really want to get to this one, okay? It says, "My name is Amber Reynolds." Hi, Amber.
Hi.
There are 3 things you should know about me. 1, I'm in a coma.
True.
2, my husband doesn't love me anymore.
No. Is that really on there?
Yeah, that's what it says. 2, my husband doesn't love me anymore. And 3, sometimes I lie. Amber wakes up in a hospital. This might be a little triggering, like that her name is Amber. I don't know. I've never read a book that had like my name, like I was a character. We'll have to see.
Amber's pretty common.
It is, yes. Okay. Amber wakes up in a hospital. She can't move. She can't speak. She can't open her eyes. She can hear everyone around her, but they have no idea. Amber doesn't remember what happened, but she has a suspicion her husband had something to do with it. Alternating between her paralyzed present, the week before her accident, and a series of childhood diaries from 20 years ago, this brilliant psychological thriller asks, is something really a lie if you believe it's the truth? What a concept. That end sentence. I don't know.
There's a lot to unpack with that last
There
sentence
is.
alone.
Literally. Sometimes I Lie by Alice Feeney.
Sometimes I lie. That might be a good one too to have like as our book club book.
I think so too. Sounds like it'll garner a lot of good conversations and be like a page turner, which is literally all we need.
That's all we need.
All we can ask
I
for.
just love when we have a book that's like, okay,
Yeah.
we're at the 2-hour mark. We probably should cut it, but we could
Yes,
go on.
Me too. That's why I think this one would be a good one. And The Push.
We
That one.
really need to sit down and like truly
Mhm.
think about what we're
What
gonna
we're going to pick next.
Yeah.
I think so too.
We have to be very intentional.
Love that word.
Okay, so this is why I was like,
Okay.
Only One Lie
Oh.
by Audrey J. Cole.
Okay.
That's why I was like, did we just pick the same book?
They sound very similar.
They
Only, what is it?
Only One Lie.
Only One Lie. Okay.
What is yours?
Sometimes I Lie. That's crazy.
So weird. A thrilling, suspense-driven mystery set in World War II era Seattle. Seattle, 1942.
Okay.
News of the war is interrupted by the kidnapping of young Max Ellis, heir to the wealthiest banking family on the West Coast. When the boy's parents comply with the ransom demands, the kidnapper is found dead and their son remains missing.
Okay.
For newlywed Vera Chandler, the story hits close to home. Her husband Hugh is just 6 months into his job as the Ellis' private pilot. Within days, Hugh is deployed to the Pacific as a Navy pilot, while Vera's flying instructor and best friend joins the Women's Auxiliary Ferrying Squadron.
Okay.
It's a very specific
Squadron.
detail. Squadron. It's very specific. Like, I don't know if that was actually necessary for the description. But anyway, left alone, her parents' words haunt her. If you really wanted to serve your country, you wouldn't have dropped out of nursing school.
Period.
Period, too. Like, what are you thinking?
Oh, that's so good.
In exchange for a favor that Vera can't refuse, she is pulled into the Ellis family affairs by the desperate mother of the missing child. The Ellis family, Vera learns firsthand, is as dangerous as they are rich. Soon she is in a race to save the child's life, and it could be the only way she can save hers. Now, I will be the first one to say that this does not sound like a book that I would normally be interested in, but there's something about it that I'm like, I just want to know.
There is something about it, for sure. There's something about, what was that last sentence that you said? Reread the last 2 sentences.
If you wanted to serve
you-
your country, you wouldn't have dropped out of nursing
I
school.
like that one too. Sorry, throw you off.
She is
like
in a
that.
race to save the child's life, as it could be the only way she can save hers.
That makes it
her
sound
own.
very interesting to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. So that kind of goes with my last one, which is The Nightingale, which we've talked about kind of in some way, as far
Yes.
as like war, historical
Right.
fiction, which is also one that I genuinely would never think to read or pick up. Like,
Yeah,
I just
same.
not really interested in anything fiction, not really historical fiction, but we've heard so much good things about this book.
Emily loves The Nightingale.
Yes, that's what I meant earlier when I said that one of her suggestions was on my TBR, because she said it was so amazing, like a life-changing book.
Yeah.
And of course, Claudia from the Toast.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure Claudia and
Yeah.
Jackie.
Yeah, and like I know that I really like both of their tastes, and like if Claudia thinks it's really good, then I know it's got to have something to it. But it's one of those that I do think we're gonna have to wait, because it's so long
I know.
and so dense, and just I don't think I'm in the market for something long and dense right now.
Completely agree.
Yeah.
I just don't think I can stomach
Something that long.
something else 500 pages long.
I can't. But this is what it says for anyone
Yes.
interested. It says, in love, we find out who we want to be. In war, we find out who we are. Which, like, that alone
That's huge.
is enough to make me read it. Because I'm like, yeah, we do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's France, 1939, in the quiet village of Carrefour. Vianne Mariac, sorry if I'm saying that wrong, says goodbye to her husband Antoine as he heads for the front. She doesn't believe that the Nazis will invade France, but they do. In droves of marching soldiers and caravans of trucks and tanks and planes that fill the skies and drop bombs upon the innocent. When a German captain requisitions Vianne's home, she and her daughter must live with the enemy or lose everything. Without food or money or hope, as danger escalates all around them, she's forced to make one impossible choice after another to keep her family alive. Vianne's sister, Isabelle, is a rebellious 18-year-old searching for the purpose with all of her reckless passion of youth. While thousands of partisans march into the unknown terrors of war, she meets Gaëtan, a partisan who believes the French can fight the Nazis from within France, and she falls in love only as the young can, completely. Wow. But when he betrays her, Isabelle joins the resistance and never looks back, risking her life time and time again to save others. Sounds so deep and good.
Holy, I know.
No. That's one that I feel is going to take an emotional toll.
Yes. So many books.
Yes.
So little time.
So many books.
time. Listen to me.
So our brains are fried.
Brains are fried.
So many books, so little time. And that one is going to take a lot of time. So we'll get to that one eventually.
Eventually. And that is one that you want to read between the lines, I feel.
Yes. Like it's going to you'll take a lot of meaning from it.
Yeah.
So was that all of yours? That's
all mine. Yeah. That's everything.
Well, I want to read all of those
Me too.
tomorrow. Like
See,
tonight.
I'm going to disappear, read some books, and then come back.
Come back. See y'all in a couple weeks. Wouldn't that be so nice if we could do that?
Yes.
See? That's where my little tropical depression comes in. I get one day to just read. That's all I'm asking for.
Maybe I'm convinced.
I'm just asking for one day.
Nothing more than that, though.
Yes.
I don't want anything destroyed.
No, absolutely not. We do not wish that upon anyone. We're not bringing that energy.
Never.
However, I would appreciate a full day to read.
I know.
So many books on the TBR.
You might be able to get that this weekend, though.
That's true. On my little 3-day weekend.
Good for you.
Thank you. All right, y'all. Well, that was the episode. Thank y'all so much for being here. That was so much fun.
That was super fun. Thanks for hanging out with you girls.
Yep, and we'll be back very soon for another episode. Stay with us. Follow us on Instagram at Open Book Podcast. Yeah, there's no "the." They confuse me, okay? It's at Open Books Podcast on Instagram, and TikTok is at The Open Books Podcast.
There it is.
So follow us, interact with us. We love
Yes.
talking to y'all.
Be our friend.
Be our
Tell
friend.
us your thoughts.
Yes, I was going to say, tell us your TBR.
Yes.
I've gotten all of these books in my TBR are literally recommendations from other people. So
Same.
keep giving us your recommendations. Let us know if you read any of the books that we recommended, or let us know if you have any of these on your
Yeah.
TBR.
Also, let us know if you can read 2 books at once.
Please let us know. Because we
Need
need
to know.
Teach us your ways.
Teach us.
All right, y'all. See y'all later. Love y'all so much.
See ya. Love ya.
Bye.